तशरीफ लाते हैं सोहेल इसाक।
आप बॉयज़ी कब तशरीफ़ लाए?
बॉयसी में three days ago यहाँ आया हूँ. I am here to meet my friends and family for a couple of days.
और कहाँ से तशरीफ़ लाए आप?
मैं वाशिंगटन स्टेट से आया हूँ. एवरेट वाशिंगटन स्टेट में मैं रहता हूँ.
और आपका क्या शुगल है उधर, क्या करते हैं आप?
मैं कॉलेज आता हूँ. कॉलेज के बाद मेरा जॉब है, रिटेल में मैं जॉब करता हूँ. and I work with Amazon too. We do deliveries. I do deliveries with Amazon. And it's pretty busy. पूरे हफ्ते में busy होता है कॉलेज और काम के साथ. The fun part देखा जाए तो Washington State known for camping, fishing. मैं दोस्तों के साथ fishing करने जाता हूँ, camping. I like to play volleyball, so I go to play beach volleyball with friends every twice a week. हम जाते हैं वहाँ. Pretty much that's it. I go to gym sometimes.
Okay, तो आप वाशिंगटन किस सिलसिले में तशरीफ़ लाए?
मैं कंप्यूटर प्रोग्रामिंग पढ़ रहा हूँ. इससे पहले मैं विस्कॉन्सिन में था.
वहाँ भी कंप्यूटर प्रोग्रामिंग करते थे?
नहीं, 2 years प्रोग्राम था मेरा.
अच्छा.
बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट का. Then I moved 2 years ago. 2 साल हो गए मुझे almost. मैं नॉर्थ सियाटल कॉलेज से कंप्यूटर प्रोग्रामिंग कर रहा हूँ.
आपका ताल्लुक़ पाकिस्तान से है?
बिल्कुल, पाकिस्तान.
और पाकिस्तान में आप किस इलाके के रहने वाले हैं?
मैं पाकिस्तान नॉर्दर्न एरियाज़ हुंजा गिलगित बल्तिस्तान से हूँ. और हुंजा के अंदर मैं हैदराबाद से हूँ.
तो आप हुंजा वैली या हुंजा वादी के रहने वाले हैं?
हुंजा वैली है. मैं हुंजा वैली का रहने.
Hunza Valley is one of the most beautiful valleys in the world.
It is, yeah.
So what makes it so prominent and beautiful?
The first thing I would say is when you enter the Karachi highway, you go from Chilas to Gilgit, and when you travel through the Gilgit to the Karachi highway, and you will reach Hassanabad.
Yes.
From Hassanabad, it starts actually the Hunza Valley. Well, the Gilgit-Baltistan is a whole part which includes Skardu and Gilgit main city and Hunza. When you go to Hassanabad, you start entering to the Hunza Valley.
Okay.
So the first thing I would say, when you travel, you will see the landscapes. In every 10 to 12 minutes, it changes the landscapes there.
Oh.
And also the Hunza River.
Okay.
And the roads. The Karachi highway is itself, I know people tried to make it 8th wonder of the world, but it couldn't work for us. We tried. And
so why it is so prominent, or why is, like, you think it's the 8th wonder of the world?
I think because the way, at that times, I think it was like more than like 400 or 500 years ago when they built that road. They go through the mountains. They have to. They don't have machineries, and the local people did that. And when you travel through that area, you will see still the hanging rocks on the roads, the Karachi. So
it's amazing.
It is amazing to travel.
So Hunza Valley, since it's a valley, what is it surrounded by? What mountains? What peaks?
Well, it's surrounded by Rakaposhi, Ladyfinger, and there's Ultal Glacier too. But the thing is that these mountains are reconnected with Himalaya, Hindu Kush, and the Karakoram range. These are all connected. As when you see the K2, when you go around the Himalayas, the Rakaposhi is a part of Himalayas too. The Himalaya, so it's itself surrounded by the mountains.
So how far it is from K2? K2 is the second tallest mountain in the
second
world?
tallest mountain in the world. Yeah, it's the Rakaposhi is. I would say like it's. If I compare from my home to the K2, it will be like 12 hours. 12-hour drive for there, but I don't know
that
exactly.
is after Himalaya.
Yeah.
K2 is the second tallest peak in the world. Which one is the third one?
Third one.
Is it Rakaposhi?
No. I don't.
Nanga
think.
Parbat?
Oh, Nanga Parbat. Yeah.
Okay.
Nanga Parbat is the third one.
So third, fourth, and fifth
Yeah.
tallest peaks are in the world are
In Hunza, yeah.
in Gilgit, Baltistan,
Gilgit-Baltistan,
and
yeah.
not far from Hunza Valley.
Yeah. Well, it's the Hunza Valley is a part of Gilgit-Baltistan.
Yeah.
It used to be just Gilgit, but recently they changed the name to Gilgit-Baltistan. So
Yes.
yeah.
So tell us something which makes unique the Hunza Valley, the history, how long you think the people are living in that valley?
Well, it's I don't know exactly how long they're living there, but it's
Maybe 800,000, 1,500?
Yeah, because if I compare the forts we have there to Altit Fort and Baltit Fort, the Altit is the one is like more than 1,000 years old, and the Baltit Fort, which is more than 800 years old. So I would say maybe 1,500 years. I don't know.
1,500 years?
Yeah.
So you have those forts almost over 1,000 years.
Yeah, over 1,000 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the speciality? Tell us about the first fort, Altit.
Altit Fort. The Altit Fort is built on a rock. If you go there and you will see, there's no way someone can enter that Baltit Fort from anywhere. Just there's one
Baltit
gate.
or Altit?
Altit Fort.
You're
sorry.
talking Altit.
Altit
Yeah.
Fort, yeah. There's one gate you can enter through, and Hunza was a princely state. It was not under the government. There was a prince who was ruling that place.
And who was that prince? What was his name?
I forget his name.
Sultan?
No. His name is something else.
It's okay. Let's talk
Yeah.
a little more.
Well, his son's name I know. His Mir Ghazan for now. I'll skip from my mind that
That's
his
okay.
name. Yeah.
So, Altit, tell us a little more. Who built Altit? Do you know?
Well, I know the locals.
No,
Right.
locals means like who was the idea behind it? Whose idea was behind it? And was that a king or prince or?
Well, if we look at the history, well, it was a princely state, so there was a prince there, and the Altit Fort is built by the people who were under the prince.
Okay.
Yeah, and
So,
yeah.
tell us a little about the architect of the fort. कितना बड़ा है और कैसे बना है, किस चीज़ से, रॉक्स से बना है? आप उसके अंदर गए हैं?
Yes, I went twice there. Well,
Okay.
yeah, it's built with the rocks, and they use wood and rock to build that. If we look at the walls, they have a layer of wood, then they have a layer of stone, then wood. They built it like that. So, and the history tells that the architecture came from Tibetan style.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the same for the Baltit Fort.
Tell us a little more about Altit first.
Altit Fort, the architecture design is from Tibetan style.
Okay.
And if you look at our culture and Tibet culture, we have almost the same culture.
A lot of similarities.
There's a lot of similarities, yeah. In food, the way they live at home, they will sit.
So what is the difference between Gilgit-Baltistan and Tibet?
I think I would say I didn't meet any Tibetan person personally,
But
but
the culture influences because you're neighboring, almost
I would say the
neighboring.
music difference.
Okay.
Yeah, we have different music and they have different music, and some different food too. We use salt tea in the morning, when we had breakfast, and I think I don't think they use any salt tea. Yeah, in the morning.
Okay.
And the music's pretty different, and the way they live now, the Hunza is like going into progress. Things have changed, but I think in Tibet things are still on the same page, I would say.
So, have you visited the Altit?
Altit
You
Fort,
went inside of it?
I did.
So,
I,
how
I
you
did.
go, how you enter into the fort?
There's just one door, and the Altit Fort itself is on the rock. They built it
It's
on the
just
rock.
a rock?
Yeah,
They
it's
cut
the
into
rock.
the
Yeah,
rock
it's-
and then...
Yeah, there is a rock. It's on the top, and there's a Hunza River giving.
Yeah, one side
and
is the
in-
Hunza River,
yeah.
yes.
So you have to just go one way, and there's one door to get in.
So how many people can live in or go in at any
One
given
time you have to go one person, and you have to lean down.
Okay, so
to-
the
to
entrance
get
is
in.
very small.
Yeah, very small.
All right.
Yeah, and there was a reason behind it because
Because of the
prince,
animosities.
Yeah,
and,
the prince was staying there, and when the enemy gonna enter it, he had to lean down, and the guards inside, so they
Yeah,
will do
they
what they
can-
have
yeah,
to do.
yeah,
The inside in the Altit Fort is smaller than the Baltit Fort. It was a small one.
So Altit got some meaning to it? इसके कोई लफ्ज़ी माने हैं Altit?
Altit, I didn't know. Honestly, I don't know. Altit has. I know Baltit has a meaning. Baltit, those are the people. Balti.
Balti, yes.
They're from Sikardu. But Alti, I don't remember if is there some people are. But Balti is the Balti people, which people are still in Sikardu, and yeah, I think I didn't know.
So when you enter, what you see, what is fascinating, क्या चीज़ आपको उसमें नज़र आती है जैसे अभी भी वो रिहाइश के काबिल है, उसमें रहा जा सकता है या
अभी कुछ साल पहले एक CSP उन्होंने रिनोवेट किया हुआ है. वो कोई रहता तो नहीं है इस they don't open Altit वो ओपन नहीं करते हैं क्योंकि इस थोड़ा रिस्क है वहाँ टूरिस्ट के लिए चलने के लिए क्योंकि you have to walk through the rocks to get into that place.
Okay.
तो कोई ग्रुप्स होते हैं तो वो वहाँ के जो लोकल हैं वो लेके जाते हैं. तो जनरली जो लोकल टूरिस्ट आते हैं पाकिस्तान से उनके लिए करीमाबाद में जो है बाल्टित फोर्ट उसमें इजीली वो कर सकते हैं क्योंकि वो इतना रॉक के ऊपर बना नहीं है. तो जब आप अल्तित फोर्ट के इंटर होते हो तो you will if you look up you will see there's like a window. We call it sagam, sagam is in our language. So it's like triangular shapes. They made it so there's no light that time, so they have to pass the sun through the roof.
Okay.
So if you see that they didn't put any lights in the Altit Fort, but if there's sunny outside, if you go there you will see like it's bright. Yeah, so you can walk around. So they designed it like that.
Okay.
And there's a place where prince stays. I would say तख्त बनाते थे उसके लिए उसका अलग एक जगह रहने के लिए. एंड दूसरा जो वज़ीर होते थे उसके उनके रहने के लिए अलग उनका तख्त तो नहीं होता था लेकिन they have a place to live. तो वहाँ पे then they have a small courtroom. Well, the bigger courtroom is in Baltit Fort, but small one was in Altit Fort.
Okay. So there was a system.
There was a system.
1500 years ago, there was a system. There was a court system.
Court system, yeah.
And they must have some prison or jail in there.
Yeah.
And then
I think there's no jails in the Altit Fort, but in Baltit Fort there are jail. There are jails like in the British style jail, like old times. you cannot stand. You have to lay down
Crawl in, yeah.
there, crawl in there. So
Yeah.
there was a prison. I don't know, when I saw that, even it's hard to lay down for, half an hour maybe. You have to get up, you have to hit your head. So yeah, they have jails, but not in the Baltit Fort. In Baltit Fort, they do have jails. Yeah,
So you have more information about Baltit Fort.
yeah, I do.
So how many times you visited Baltit?
I think 3-4 times.
3-4 times?
Yeah. It's
When was your last visit to Baltit Fort?
when I was doing intermediate in 2008, I think. Yeah. After that, I moved to city, so I never had a chance to go.
So what big differences between these two forts?
The big difference is that Baltit Fort is bigger than the
Bigger, how big?
than-
Double in the size?
More than double, I would say.
More than double.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's and the entrance where you go in is the same. They designed it like that.
So is it
It's just
is
one
it
door.
one side river, one side total rock and built in?
Well, there is not totally built on the rock, but just half portion is built on the rock. On the back side, it's just a straight rock down to the river. So I don't think they make it because at the time, so no one can climb to that place.
Yeah.
So there's just one door you can enter to the fort. It's the same as the other one, and you have to lean down to get into that fort.
Okay, so it looks like there was there was some animosity. So they were taking some safety measures.
Yeah.
हिफाजत के लिए
Yeah,
ये सब
बिल्कुल,
करते थे.
हिफाजत के लिए.
तो आपको अंदाज़ा है या आपको पता है कि उनके दुश्मन कौन थे या why they were protecting, who they were protecting from?
डोगरास थे, डोगरा के थे, और कुछ चाइना से मुझे कंफर्म इल्म नहीं है इसके बारे में, लेकिन कुछ चाइना से भी आते थे उनके साथ लड़ने. ब्रिटिश थे, ब्रिटिश एम्पायर ने काफ़ी रूल किया हुआ है हुंजा पे, तो वो थे. तो उस वजह से उनका जो सिस्टम था वो सारा बनाया हुआ था. इवन और पुराने हिस्ट्री में हम देखते हैं कि इवन they have small holes for the guns.
Yes.
Yeah. So and I think we have some 2 or 3 British tanks. On the
still
fort.
inside.
Yeah.
Inside the fort.
Yeah, inside. It's
Wow.
just the small tanks.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're like armored cars.
Yeah, armored cars. Yeah.
Yeah.
And some old ammunition too, some guns,
really nice.
some rifles from the old style, and जो कपड़े बनाते थे वो लोग, तो शीप के जो चमड़ी होती थी उससे बनाते थे.
शीप हाइट से
हाँ,
जैकेट्स और
कपड़े बनाते थे. और वो काफ़ी चीज़ें अंदर उन्होंने रखी हुई हैं. एंड also the design for the light is the same as the design in the other fort.
What other places you have within Hunza Valley? If I go there as a tourist, वहाँ पे क्या देखने की चीज़ें हैं? But beside these Altit and Baltit.
Or if you're going to see the nature there, well, obviously you will like it. The second thing, if you skip the forts and if you just walk around the villages, they renovate their old houses.
Okay.
Yeah, how they live with the kettles. There were kettles in the one part of the house, and on the other side people were living. So they don't live like that now, but they renovate those things to preserve the culture from the traditions from the old time. So like there's one room and people used to live all together, and because of the weather, so they have to sleep in the one place too.
What weather? Is it extreme in winter? Or?
Well, it depends. The climate changed, so it is, but it is cold.
Okay.
But the second thing is that they don't have any other sources like the heating system, the electricity. We don't have enough.
So right now the area is in full progress. It is making the they're connecting Gwadar to China.
China, yeah. The CPAC.
And it's passing by CPAC.
Yeah, CPAC.
So it's passing by how far it is from Hunza, where the highway is going to China.
But it goes in from
Inside.
the Hunza, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it goes from the Hunza. It started from Sost, Gujal. So the CPAC is start from there, and it's connects to the Gwadar airport the road itself goes inside from the Hunza.
How far is Chinese border from Hunza?
From
How
Hunza,
many-
if I say from my home,
How many hours?
from my home, I want to just compare it from my home because I would say like 6-7 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now it's gonna take a lot. If you heard about the Atabad Lake, you know,
Yes.
in 2010.
Tell us about Atabad Lake. It appeared in one day. What happened?
It was landsliding in 2010. So there was a river, you know, coming from Gujal, and so the landslide happened in 2010, and
Yeah.
it blocked the river. So now it create a lake. It's a pretty big lake. It takes like 45 to 55 minutes on a ship to cross that lake. So actually there was a road from the Sost port to the Gwadar, you know. So that's why they're making the new road now. So through the CPAC, what they are doing now, yeah. So it happened, but I would say it was bad to have a landsliding, but now
You think it's good for the valley?
some people lost their lives that time, but now it's getting a lot of tourist attractions there. People using boats, they do jet skis and kayaking. They do. So this is not their. I don't know. I would say it was bad, but it is good now.
It's a blessing now.
It is a blessing now. Yeah.
That's very
So-
good. So same thing is for China, the road, CPAC.
Yeah.
Is it
yeah.
a blessing or disguise for Hunza Valley or Gilgit? You think it's good or bad?
It's good on one way. On
So
other
one
hand,
way.
it's good because you know you will. The Chinese government is going to provide electricity to the Gilgit-Baltistan region. They're going to do the hydro. They're going to be companies in the
So
region.
progress, like,
it's going to be
people will
progress. They're going to be more development.
Okay.
But on other hand, if you look at the natural resources we are gonna keep, it's gonna be hard to keep what we have in there.
So what will be hard? I mean, since the people in there are aware of that, so are they not going to maintain to save all those heritage and
well, they're
all
gonna.
those things?
Well, I'm just talking about when you open the
Environment?
companies environmentally.
Yeah.
The environment is gonna also
This
I don't
will
know
be polluted.
more polluted, and more people there, and we are not on what economy level is not good in Pakistan, as we all know, and not that good, I would say. But when the Chinese are coming there and they're doing the CPAC thing, so they're bringing a lot of money to
That area.
That
They're
area.
investing a lot.
and they're going to
Okay.
invest a lot there, and
Okay.
they're going to build companies. I don't know if it will be good, but not good for environment, I would say.
Tell us about especially the Hunza Valley's culture,
Okay.
and then again Gilgit and Baltistan culture.
Okay.
Day-to-day routines. ज़्यादातर लोग क्या करते हैं वहाँ पे?
ज़्यादातर लोग अगर मैं रूटीन के बारे में बात करूं, तो वही सुबह की रूटीन होती, सारे उठ जाते हैं, सिंपल नाश्ता होता है वहाँ का।
नाश्ता क्या होता है?
नाश्ता में नमकीन चाय होती है, और फिटी होता है, फिटी कहते हैं हम। It's like bread, but it's
Sweet.
It's not sweet. It's just thick.
Okay.
You made of like the butter with the milk, with the wheat, and you cook that in the ash, not in the oven or something.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's a special design thing. So you put in there and you put the ash on it and you cook that thing. And usually what they do is at night they put under the ash and you go to bed, and when they woke up it gets ready, and they take it out.
So what ash is that? Is this any particular wood or?
No, just wood.
Ash
They
from
use to
anything?
cook food at night. So the rest of the ash they use to cook that.
When it's still warm,
Yeah,
you
it's still
just
warm. Yeah,
slide
You
that dough
slide-
inside
yeah.
and
they go to bed, and it gets ready while they wake up in the morning.
So how you remove that ash from there? Is it away or?
No, it's just not that big. It's just this size, so it's not gonna
Okay.
be hard. Yeah, and just
Are they farming or?
yeah, they do. Mostly,
What farming is in there?
The mostly
क्या
in
चीज़ें
Hunza,
आप-
we farm potatoes,
Oh,
vegetables, almost every kind of vegetables, carrots. We pumpkins. We have other
fruits.
peppers. In fruits, well known for apricots.
Okay.
And second apples, almonds, walnuts, and cherry, and shetut we have. I don't know how you say that in English.
Mulberries.
Mulberries, I would say.
Yeah.
I know it's slightly different. And almost everyone has their own kettles, cows, hens.
So it's mainly it's a farming community.
It's a farming community. Yeah, I don't remember if we bought any milk from the
Outside.
market. Yeah, in my house south, so we have cows, goats. So that's just a normal routine, and people go to school.
Tell us about other things like wedding cultures.
Wedding cultures.
How you celebrate any local celebration, anything strange, different?
Wedding is the most fun part, and I like the wedding part. So what actually happens is it starts from Wednesday and it ends on Sunday.
Okay.
So on Wednesday what we do is the first my parents gonna go to the girl's house to make it like arranged. They go there and they talk to her, they get their permission, and when everything is done on Wednesday, the actual celebration starts whenever they want to do it. They get engaged this year, if you want to do it next year. So it starts from Wednesday. We call it Fatah, in which we take clothes for the girl's family, for her, shoes for her, some jewelry for her, and we make a food.
So no jewelry for the family, just for the girl?
Just for the girl, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Because they're gonna come back to the house,
all right. Okay.
So yeah, and we make a food which is called diram shiro. It's made out of wheat, but it's sweet. Okay. And we have some apricot. So when we made it, the process is pretty easy. Like we make fiti, but we put the dry fruits in there. We put some fat of the sheep. We put in there to give it taste, and so we break it in a bowl and we take it with us on Wednesday. Well, I'm not supposed to go with them. So my parents and my relatives, siblings, they're gonna go there. So they're gonna go there, and the girl was gonna get married to the guy. So they're gonna give her the clothes, the shoes, and.
So if it is accepted, that means it's all okay.
No, it should be accepted before this because so they give her the shoes and the jewelry and the dresses the clothes for the family members, and they're gonna give her that food in a plate, which she have to eat from that plate. So they're gonna bring that to the guy who's gonna get married to her, so he can eat from there.
Okay.
Yeah, as a resemblance of love, for each other. So then Then also that day, the boy's mother, she is gonna put some oil on her head, on the forehead here, or the back of this head. She's gonna tell some blessings, and she's gonna, it's like a blessing from mother to the daughter. Yeah.
Okay, so where comes do you have some kind of musical celebrations and dances involved in it, and like?
Not on the Wednesday. The Wednesday, what they do after all these things, they're gonna decide how many people are gonna come in the wedding. You know, so they decide 40 people from your side, 40 people from my side. So it's gonna be 80 people. Thursday, we make food for all the villagers and neighbors. On Friday, we do the regular mehendi, like everyone does. We do the celebration. At all times, we are not supposed to do it together, but we do together now. And in mehendi, we have our local music, which
and dance too, or
dance,
just the music?
yeah. So we have to dance on the music.
Yeah, well.
So everyone is gonna dance, girls, boys, men, women, everyone gonna dance on the music. But we usually use our local music, and we have
one of the instrument is
rubab.
rubab.
We use rubab. The one I would say dolki, but we call it dadan. And there's some flute too. And there's other kind of flute which is called suranai. So we use that. And we have different tunes. There's a tune for a bride. There is tune for
groom,
the family. There's like a lot of tunes for everything. When the bride is gonna go out of the house, so there's a different tune. And when all after do the nikah, you know, everything is done. When they're coming into the house, there's a different tune.
Oh, okay.
So when the bride has to dance, so there's a different tune for them.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And
very fancy.
Yeah, and
so there's some local dresses for those celebrations too.
We have a hat, and we have our regular clothes, but we have a choga, and some woolen clothes too. And the old times we have a dress called chapan. It's like a choga, but it's not like, I would say choga is more used in cold seasons, you know. So yeah, we do have, and for girls we have a hat, and with the what we call the silsila on her head, you know. So they put on that hat. So yeah, we do have dresses for the occasions too. Yeah.
So if somebody comes in, somebody want to go visit Hunza as a tourist from here, what you suggest for him to go see in there? Beside Baltit, Hunza River.
Well,
and there's anything else? They can go climb some mountains too.
Oh yeah, of course. If he is a good
have
climber.
Skiing in there?
Skiing, yeah, they do. They do. In Naltar they have skiing. And if he is a good climber, he should go to Hunza, to Ultal Glacier. He should climb that if you wanted to. Well, I'm not going to suggest, but it's pretty dangerous. So many people died from that.
So you can suggest that for me.
Well, if you know how to climb, you can go. You can do. You will love it if you know. And the Rakaposhi people go there.
Yeah, Rakaposhi. Yeah.
If you love paragliding, you go to Hunza. You will love it when you do paragliding. I never did, but I want to do it sometimes. But if you do paragliding, people do a lot of paragliding in summers. You will love that.
Oh.
So people even go around up to the Rakaposhi doing paragliding. And now we have a lake, so if you like to
do some fishing,
kayaking, I don't see if there's any fish, but I heard that they are putting some fish in there, but I don't think they have a lot of fish to fish. Yeah,
yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, other
there's
than
a lot of things to do for Idahons in there.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, the people.
But
from
one thing
Idaho,
I would like to come do there is a paragliding.
Paragliding is beautiful. Yeah. The other thing is people are very nice. very hospitable. They will welcome you as their own family. You don't have to worry about getting robbed or anything. People keep open their shops and go to home because the crime rate is like nothing in there. So
That's
yeah,
nice.
even I would say the whole Pakistan is beautiful. So it's not like don't look at the media. Just do your own research and go to Pakistan and the north part. That would be nice.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
Thank
welcome.
you very much
Thank you.
for coming in.
Thank you.
And Irfan and me, thank you again. Thank you. Bye-bye.